Hello students. In this session we are going to discuss about the factors on which the heating effect of current depends, application of the heating effect, electric fuse and working of the electric fuse. So students, in our previous video we have discussed about the heating effect of the electric current. The production of heat in an electric device due to the flow of electric current is called heating effect of electric current. And we have seen an electric heater used for cooking, electric bulb or room heater. So when these appliances are switched on after connecting to the electric supply, then their elements become red hot and release the heat. And this happens due to heating effect of electric current. And there are two factors on which heating effect of current depend. The first one is resistance of wire. Resistance of wire. Greater the resistance of a wire, greater will be the heat produced in it by a given current. For example, if we choose two wires, one of copper and other is nichrome of equal length, one is of copper and other is of nichrome of equal length and equal thickness, and pass them the equal amount of current through them for the same duration, then we will notice that nichrome wire will become more hot in comparison to the copper wire. It is due to the reason that the resistance of nichrome wire is more than that of copper wire. That's why the nichrome wire is used to make heating element of electric heating appliances such as room heater, electric iron, etc. And resistance of wire depend on length of wire and thickness of the wire and material of the wire. The second factor is magnitude of current passed through it. Magnitude of current passed through a given wire. If the magnitude of current passed through a given wire is greater, then the heat produced in it will be greater. For example, if a normal amount of current flows through the copper wire of household electric wiring, then the wire do not become much hot. But if a large current flows in the same wiring accidentally, then what will happen? It will become extremely hot and a fire may be started. So these are the two factors on which heating effect of current depends. Resistance of a wire and magnitude of the current passed through a given wire. Now we will discuss the application of the heating effect of current. Some of the application of the heating effect of electric current are electric room heaters, electric iron, electric kettle, toaster, water heater and immersion rod. They work on the principle of heating effect of electric current. And all the electric heating appliances, they contain a coil of a high resistance wire. That is, this coil is called heating element, which is made up of nichrome. Nichrome is an alloy which is made up of iron, nickel, chromium and magnesium. You can see the diagram of or a picture of a heater in which there is a element, coil of nichrome wire. This is the coil of nichrome wire, a cord, or it is also known as a connecting cable, that is made of insulated copper wire. And when we plug in or current starts flowing through the wire, then what will happen? This electric current get converted into heating. It produces heat, and all the electric appliances contain coil. This is known as heating element. When electric current, this is the internal structure of the electric iron. When electric current is passed through an electric heating appliance, then a large amount of heat is produced in this element, due to which it becomes red hot, and the heat is then put to the desired use. For example, the hot electric iron is used for ironing the cloth, and the hot electric room heater is used for warming the room. Electric heater is used for cooking food, etc. These are the application. Another application, you are familiar with it. It is electric bulb. The electric bulb or electric lamp is used for producing light and works on the principle of heating effect of electric current. It has very thin it has a very thin coiled wire inside it, which is known as a filament, and it has very high resistance. This filament is made up of tungsten metal, and tungsten has very high resistance. When electric current passes through the tungsten filament, it get heated to a very high temperature, and it becomes white hot or start glowing, and it gives us light and heat. An electric bulb also gives out heat, which deals to the wastage of electricity. So the wastage of electricity can be reduced by using LED. You have generally heard about the LED, that is light emitting diodes, and CFLs, that is a compact fluorescent lamps for producing light. They do not work on the principle of heating effect of current because they do not have filament. So they do not waste electricity by producing heat, and hence they are very power efficient. And another advantage of LED and CFL is that they can be fixed in ordinary bulb holder, which are used for electric bulbs. And though LED and CFL are initially more expensive to buy, but their running cost is much lower because they consume very less electricity, and that is why they are in trends nowadays. But before buying any electrical appliance, you should look for an ISI mark, Bureau of Indian Standards, on the appliance. ISI stands for Indian Standard Institute, and the ISI mark ensure that the appliance is safe and wastage of energy is minimum. The another device that work on heating effect of electric current is electric fuse. You have generally heard about the electric fuse. An electric fuse is a safety device which breaks the electric circuit when there is an excessive flow of current in the circuit, hence preventing damage to the electrical appliances and possible electrical fire. So a fuse work on the principle of heating effect of electric current. You have generally seen this type of fuse, which is generally used in our household wirings, and it is generally made up of porcelain. And this type of fuse wire, it is generally used in our devices like TV, transistor. It is used in them. It is also known as a cartridge fuse. It is known as cartridge fuse. And these cartridge fuse are used in electrical appliances, that is air conditioners, pumps, and other equipments, and they are used extensively in commercial, industrial, and agricultural application, as well as residential fuse panel. And these are the commonly used in our homes, then made up of porcelain. Working of a fuse. How fuse work? A fuse consists of a piece of thin wire. You have generally seen that this is a fuse wire. It is generally a piece of thin wire. It is also an alloy of tin and copper. Tin and copper. Fuse wire is an alloy of tin and copper, which have a low melting point, and it is always connected in series with the electrical circuit. And when excessive current, means when the current cross its limit beyond a safe value, current start flowing in a wire, then this thin fuse wire gets too much heated. This thin wire get heated and it get melts and break the circuit immediately. The current stop flowing when the circuit get break up here. Then what will happen? The circuit will become incomplete and the current stop flowing in the circuit. Thus, damage to various electrical appliances is prevented by using a fuse wire. When a fuse wire get melted, a new fuse wire has to be fitted in its place to restore the electrical supply again in the household circuit. Cause of large current flow in household electric wiring. Sometimes extremely large current can flow in the household electric circuit, and there are generally two circumstances when it start flowing. First, when there is overloading, and second one, when there is short circuiting. Now, what is overloading? When too many in this picture, you can see that in a single socket there are too many devices are fitted. So, when too many electrical appliances are connected to a single socket, they draw extremely large current from the household circuit, and the household wiring get overheated, and the overheating of electrical wiring in any circuit due to the flow of large amount of current, it causes overloading of the electric circuit. And excessive overloading for a long period, it may leads to fire. And second one is short circuit. Short circuit is the when we use cables and wires in electric circuit. These wires consist of three wires: live wire, neutral wire, and earth wire. Sometimes the live wire and neutral wire in a circuit, they uh, sometimes the live wire and the neutral wire in a circuit touch each other due to defective or damaged wiring. If the wiring is not proper, then this live wire and this earth wire, they connect with each other, and because of this the resistance of the circuit become almost zero. When the resistance is zero, then a large amount of current flows through wire, which cause short circuiting, and a sudden flow of very large current due to direct contact of live and a neutral wire is called short circuit, and the short circuit may lead to fire. Disadvantages of heating effect. Heating effect has a current always produces some heat, whether we use the heat or not. And if the heat produced cannot be utilized, it represent a wastage of energy. So a considerable amount of energy is thus wasted in the transmission of electricity from the generating station to our homes. And sometimes the heat produced in a device is so much that it can damage the device unless proper cooling arrangements are made. So to dissipate the heat energy, or to dissipate the heat produced in TV sets, in a computer, or in any other device, their cabinets have grills for air to pass. And certain components of a computer, when they get to so hot, they have fans to cool them that automatically start and cool them. We have generally seen such type of fuse break electric fuse in your homes, and they are known as miniature circuit breaker. And these are they are in trend very much nowadays. These miniature circuit are increasingly being used in place of electric fuse, and these are switches which automatically turn off when current in a circuit exceed the safe limit. When the fault in the circuit has been set right, then MCB can be reset in the on position, and the circuit is once again complete. Thus, unlike a fuse which can be used only once and has to be replaced when its wire melts and breaks, the same MCB can be reset manually manually to restore electricity supply. There is a home assignment for you, and we have completed the heating effect of electric current. Watch the video, find out the answer of these questions, and in our next video we will discuss the magnetic effect of electric current.